Because I
Yeah.
still have a fully functioning PlayStation 2.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. The door closed on me. No. Someone. An enemy. Come near me. No, I'm about to die. No. The door literally closed on me. And then a guy comes. Are you serious? The Assault class is arguably the easiest and most balanced class in Star Wars Battlefront 2. It is the common foot soldier and can adapt to almost any situation thrown at it. I would recommend any new player to play this role to get a good feel for the game. Personally, I played the Assault class almost exclusively for the first week of Battlefront 2's release, and even in the 2005 version of the game, I never played any other class. Period. Today we'll only be looking at the ability cards, not the boost cards. Mainly because the boost cards are the same for every class, whereas the ability cards are exclusive to each class. In the near future I will be making a video about the boost cards, so keep your eyes open for that. Let's get started with the thermal detonator. Good old reliable. This has been the standard grenade for every Star Wars game, like, ever, really. No crazy tricks about it, you simply throw it, wait a couple of seconds, and it blows up, dealing really strong damage to enemies. It will kill most enemies that have a bit of damage done to them, as long as they don't get a health boost while you're waiting for the grenade to explode. There are two more cards that you can choose from to replace the thermal detonator if it is not to your liking. The first is the acid launcher. This acts as a little grenade launcher that fires an acidic grenade. Upon the grenade landing on the ground, a toxic cloud is emitted, poisoning any enemy in its vicinity. This gives an advantage in a firefight if you have the foresight to land the grenade around some enemies before facing them head on. The third and last card for this slot is the Smart Ion Grenade. Now, commonly in the Star Wars universe, ion elements drain technological things such as vehicles, shields, droids and turrets, and the same trope is held up in this game. Similar to the thermal detonator, this grenade deals damage to enemies if they get close to where it lands, except it will explode immediately if it lands on an enemy, whereas the thermal detonator does not. It also explodes immediately if it lands on a shield, vehicle or turret, where it will deal more damage as those targets are what it is built to destroy. It is a fantastic substitute to the thermal detonator as it damages more than just the troopers you're throwing it at. Next up is the Assault class's signature ability Vanguard. Upon activation, your primary weapon is holstered and the trooper brings out a shotgun that people who played Republic Commando would recognise. Your movement speed is increased, and you now have a countdown timer on your right to make use of this weapon. Every time you fire the shotgun, the timer drops a bit. This gun, at close range and at its base power, should one-shot almost every regular trooper class, but more often than not, you're going to have to fire 2 shots into a heavy trooper. There are 3 upgrades for this ability. The first is the Slug Vanguard. This ability increases your range and stopping power. You'll notice that the reticle is smaller, making your shots more accurate and able to damage enemies from further away. Your shots are also more powerful in general with this upgrade. The second upgrade is the Recharge Vanguard. Your weapon goes back to its base damage and accuracy, but with this upgrade, your star cards reset their cooldown with every kill. So say you've used your thermal detonator and need it back immediately. Just pop your Recharge Vanguard, drop a guy, and get the thermal detonator back right away. The last upgrade is the Kill Streak Vanguard. Same principle as the Recharge Vanguard, except instead of resetting your cooldowns, each kill grants you more time for you to use your Vanguard. Depending on how upgraded your card is, you can get up to 55% of your Vanguard time back with each kill. So technically, you could just be a fast moving one-shot killing machine for the entire game, if you're that good. Now unfortunately, these cards can't be stacked to make you the most feared and unstoppable person on the battlefront, and it's with good reason, because you could be incredibly overpowered if you had all 3 of these stacked together. The last set of abilities starts with the Scan Dart. This is one of my favourite ways for farming points. The trooper again holsters his rifle and pulls out a grenade launcher. You fire this into an area and it will ping a small area around where it lands. This will light up any enemies in that vicinity. If any enemies are killed while you have exposed them, then you gain assist points without having to fire a single bullet. This is particularly helpful if you fire into an already ongoing firefight and just get some free points without really helping out. The second ability for this slot is Toughen Up. Activating this will immediately begin regenerating your health, regardless of taking damage or not. This ability is very useful for getting out of tight situations, but be careful to remember that your health will be coming back gradually, not immediately, and ensure that the damage you're taking does not exceed the amount of health you're getting back. The last ability is the Flash Pistol. Now, I hated this thing in Battlefront 1. It was clunky, did no damage, and I had no desire to use it in this game. But then I forced myself to play it for this video, and holy crap, it's amazing. It has no timer on it, so you can just use it all the time. Super accurate, good heat control, fast fire rate, and deals out some spicy damage. Its added bonus is the secondary fire, which is like the stun shot you see in episode 4. You hit an enemy with that, and they become blinded for a short amount of time, so you can really ruin someone's day by hitting them with the stun first, then pop them with your main fire. They'll be dead before they know what's hit them. And with that, we've covered all of the cards for the Assault Trooper. I'll let you know that I personally enjoy running the Thermal Detonator, Scan Dart, and Slug Vanguard, just in case you were wondering. I find that combination works really well for me. If you enjoyed the video, please hit up that like button, leave a comment, let me know what combos you guys like to run. I would love to hear how other people are playing this role. I'll be making more videos about the other classes this month, so please subscribe if you're interested in seeing those. Next week we'll be covering the Heavy, which is my favourite class. I'll also be streaming on Twitch every day. If you'd like to jump in on the stream, I'll leave the link in the description. But thank you so much for watching the video, guys, and I'll see you on the Battlefront.